Hello everyone, welcome to Studious IELTS. My name is Surinder Chaudhary, and in today's video lecture, I am going to talk about a particular type of question in IELTS reading, that is completing the flow chart. That is a part of fill in the blank questions, and in this part you might get a process chart sometimes, or sometimes you also might get a proper table. But the similarity is, in all those, some part of information will be missing that you will have to find from the given passage. So in today's video lecture, we are going to discuss that process. Where can we find the right answers? So we have taken a specific passage in this workshop, and the name of the passage is SOAP. You might have witnessed it in your practice test, and it has also appeared in actual examination of IELTS as well. So in that, they had a few questions related to a flow chart, or you can also call it a process chart. And in that question, there were some blanks, and we had to find that right answer from the passage. Okay, let's have a look on question preview first of all. The question appears like this. This is the entire flow chart that we are supposed to complete. We have to put the right answers in the given blanks. But before that, please have a good look on all the instructions. So among the instructions, the most important part is writing no more than 2 words, because it is absolutely important to understand. If you write more than 2 words, your even correct answer will be considered incorrect, because you have to stay in this limit and you cannot go beyond that. Okay, another task here comes, that how do I track the right location from the passage? For that, please look at the heading of process or that flow chart, that what heading is there, and in that it is soap production. So if you have skimmed your text correctly, carefully, you already know that in which part of the text you will find the process of soap production. And if you do that, you will be able to make a good connection between these questions and the information that has been given in the passage. All right, so let's go deeper into the workshop and let's find the right answers with proper strategies. And what that strategies are, I'm going to elaborate one by one. Okay, so according to me, this is the part where the soap production process has been properly detailed. And in this part, I am going to make right connections with the given questions. Okay, so read with me, because complete reading or in-depth reading is absolutely necessary to solve this type of questions. And if you do that, it's going to be very easy for you. Make a habit of reading in details. It says modern soap was made by the batch kettle boiling method until shortly after World War II, when continuous processes were developed. Continuous processes are preferred today because of their flexibility, speed, and economics. Okay, then the first part of the manufacturing process is to heat the raw materials to remove impurities. Here the process actually starts. The current process that has been incorporated in the modern times has been started here. So it says the first part of the manufacturing process is to heat the raw materials to remove impurities. Now let's move to question number 1, where the process begins. It says some things are removed by heating the raw materials. Now you can make a connection between this highlighted text and this question. So even here, there is a talk about removing something by heating the raw materials. Here they said, if you heat the raw materials, you are doing it to remove the impurities. So impurities are removed by heating the raw material. The right answer for question number 1 will be impurities according to this text. Going ahead, next step in this process is, this is followed by saponification, which involves adding a powerful alkali to the heated raw material. In this process, they say something is added which is very powerful. Let's make a connection between question and the text. It says saponification takes place by adding a strong, which is also powerful, fatty acids, and glycerin are the results. Even here they said this releases the fatty acids known as neat soap, that are the basis of the soap, and a valuable byproduct, glycerin. So what was that powerful thing, or what was that strong thing? Alkali. right? So alkali will be my right answer for question number 2. Moving ahead, the glycerin is recovered by chemical treatment followed by evaporation and refining. So in the process of recovering glycerin, there is a chemical treatment, and after that chemical treatment there are two more steps. One is evaporation and another one is refining, because corresponding words help you a lot, or surrounding words I would say help you a lot to find the right answers in your fill in the blanks. Here glycerin undergoes treatment. One thing they have already said, glycerin is recovered by chemical treatment. So treatment is done. Then there are two things that are taken care of, or that are actually incorporated in the entire process. One is refining, another one is something that is missing here. So what was there in refining category? What was there that was done along with the refining? That was evaporation. So eventually the answer to question number 3 will be evaporation. So before I show you the right answers, I would recommend you to read this text yourself and ensure that the answers I have told you are really correct or not. Okay, now we will move to the answer part, and you can make a connection yourself by pausing the video once again, that these are the right answers that are to be in those blanks which were given here. Okay, going to question number 4, we will have another corresponding text that is also a part of the whole process that is still going on in the case of soap production or soap manufacturing. So this text says the next processing for the soap is vacuum spray drying to convert the neat soap into dry soap pellets. The moisture content of the pellets will be determined by the desired characteristics of the soap bar. Let's make a connection with the question number 4. It says the neat soap is converted to pellets using vacuum spray drying. The remaining using vacuum spray drying. Okay, one part of this information has been mentioned here, that how it is converted into pellets and what process is used, that is vacuum spray drying. Further they said the moisture content of the pellets will be determined by the desired characteristics of, okay, how much moisture is to be left will be determined by the desired characteristics. What is there to be in the soup? That will be determined by these desired characteristics, that how much moisture content should be there in the soup. It says the remaining something depends on the soap's chosen properties. Chosen properties are obviously desired characteristics. And what do we want in the soap? So what depends on that? Moisture content. How much moisture should remain in the soap is determined by the desired characteristics. So hence the right answer for question number 4 will be moisture content, or even moisture can also be the right answer, but you can also write moisture contents if you are allowed to use two words. All right, going to question number 5. It says an amalgamator adds something, color and additional components. There is another process which is known as amalgamator. It adds 3 things in it according to the question. One is color, one is additional components, and one is still missing. What is that? Let's go to the text. Okay, in this they say the first unit in the line is a mixture called an amalgamator, in which the soap pellets are blended together with, there is obviously soap pellets are blended, but things are added in that. One is fragrance, one is shades, and other ingredients. So eventually shades are corresponding to the colors, right? Other ingredients are obviously additional components. So one thing that is left is fragrance. So the third thing that is added in this process is fragrance. So the entire corresponding process is showing that fragrance is our right answer. Moving to question number 6. Question number 6 says, obviously the final part of soap production. It says the finished soap is cut and stamped by a something. There is something that stamps the soap, the final product. What is that? Finally, the mixture is cut into bar size units and stamped into its final shape in a soap process, a soap press, right? So what is that? This is something, an instrument that is stamping the final product or the final shape of the soap. So eventually, stamping is done by a soap press, or only press can also be the right answer. So in this way we make the right connections in completing the process chart. Okay, here your right answers are, right? You can make a connection by pausing the video by yourself once again, and in this way you can find the right answers for such type of questions. Okay, so I really hope that this workshop is again going to help you to solve this complicated kind of reading question, that is process chart, and in this you will be able to understand clearly and find the right answers in your actual examination. Thank you so much.